Degrees of Freedom, a humanoid robotics startup Scambit in Madripoor. Prologue. The leap to Madripoor. Novus Robotics, an up-and-coming humanoid robotics startup, had built its reputation on Blinky Bravo, an agile, human-assistive robot. With Degrees of Freedom rivaling Atlas by Boston Dynamics, Blinky Bravo was reshaping education, research, and interactive learning. The startup was ready to scale, and Madripoor, a global hub for advanced robotics, offered the perfect opportunity. The target, a robotics manufacturing facility located at 1070 Degrees of Freedom Blvd. With impressive specs, it seemed like a no-brainer, but beneath Madripoor's glittering skyline lay shadows of high-stakes risks and intricate KPIs. Act 1. The pitch and the property. The property metrics appeared strong. Square feet, 56,699 square feet. Net operating income, NOI, $1,358,000. Formula, effective gross income, IG, minus operating expenses. $2,090,000 minus $732,000. Cap rate, 10%. Formula, NOI divide by valuation. $1,358,000 divide by $13,580,000 equals 10%. Loan-to-value ratio, LTV, 65%. Formula, loan amount divide by property value. $8,827,000 divide by $13,580,000 equals 65%. The facility also had a favorable debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, of 1.35, calculated as, NOI divide by annual debt service, equals $1,358,000 divide by $1,006,000. CEO Ava Malik and CFO Eric Sao knew the property ticked many boxes. Yet, the 89% occupancy rate and tenant credit quality, B+, flagged potential risks. Act 2, the negotiation. The asking price of $13,580,000 was steep, but the cash-on-cash return, 8.2%, and IRR, 10%, made it feasible. Eric confirmed the replacement cost was $10,500,000, ensuring a buffer if they pivoted. During negotiations, Ava asked the broker to explain the market rent, $36.43 per square feet. Discrepancy with the in-place rent, $36 per square feet. While slight, this gap hinted at potential undervaluation. Ava's team calculated the operating expense ratio, OR, operating expenses A tilde middle dot equals $732,000 divide by $2,090,000 equals 35%. This was better than the industry average of 40%, giving Ava leverage to push the seller for more transparency. Act 3, the hidden variable. Just days before closing, Ava received a cryptic message from a local informant: check the infrastructure beneath the numbers. The grid will shock you. Alarmed, Eric ordered an independent property condition assessment, PCA. The findings were startling. The power grid infrastructure relied on outdated technology, requiring an upgrade costing at least $1,200,000. This revelation forced Ava to re-evaluate the net present value, NPV, original NPV, $1,650,000, revised NPV, $1,650,000 minus $1,200,000 equals $450,000. Realizing the deal's risks outweighed its returns, Ava decided to renegotiate. Act 4, the counter-offer. Armed with the new data, Ava recalculated the cap rate and presented a counter-offer. New purchase price equals NOI divide by cap rate. $1,358,000 divide by 10% equals $13,580,000 minus $1,200,000 equals $12,380,000. The seller hesitated but ultimately agreed. However, Ava's victory was short-lived. Act 5, the Madripoor twist. Ava's team discovered that the facility's lease expiration schedule, 7 years, involved a tenant embroiled in intellectual property disputes, potentially invalidating their 89% occupancy rate. The team recalculated the market vacancy rate, 11%. Vacancy plus potential default 15% equals 26% total vacancy. This could cripple the DSCR, revised DSCR, $1,358,000 divided by $1,006,000 equals 1.35. 0.90, below acceptable levels. Ava faced a dilemma: 1. Proceed and absorb the risk at jeopardizing investor trust. 2. Walk away and explore alternatives of potentially losing their chance in Madripoor. Act 6, a bold pivot. Ava chose a third path. She partnered with Madripoor's Tech Innovation Zone, securing a modern facility for a fraction of the cost. The pivot increased Blinky Bravo's output while bolstering Novus's credibility. The move also boosted KPIs. IRR increased to 12% due to reduced initial investment. Cash-on-cash return rose to 9.4%, calculated as annual pre-tax cash flow 8 tilde middle. Total cash invested. Market confidence soared, reflected in an upgraded Power Broker score, 4-star. Epilogue, lessons in metrics and resilience. Novus Robotics emerged stronger, proving that mastering KPIs and embracing agility could turn setbacks into triumphs. Blinky Bravo now dominated classrooms and research labs worldwide, while Novus cemented its status as a leader in humanoid robotics. Key KPIs used: NOI, evaluated property profitability. Cap rate, assessed fair valuation. DSCR, ensured financial stability. LTV, measured loan risk. Cash-on-cash return, gauged investor returns. IRR, predicted long-term profitability. NPV, quantified deal viability. In Madripoor, success belonged to those who dared to read between the numbers.